Hello lovely, my name is Mindy and welcome back to the Manor. It has been such a long time since I have seen you, so first and foremost, how are you? Have you been? Okay, it's a little bit hard to hear you through the camera, so if you've been good, I'm so happy. That's fabulous. If you're not feeling okay, that's alright too. It will pass. Hopefully this video will bring you a little bit of joy or a smile or just pass some time for you until things get better. Let's jump into it. So obviously it's been a little while since you've seen me. So let's have a chat. Firstly, I did like a 12-month stint in a job, which I loved. I enjoyed every second of it, but it was really intense, like lots to do, really busy, and I just felt overwhelmed, you know? So when I came home, I wasn't in the mood to film, and on the weekends I've been doing work around the house. I've been doing lots of painting and patching and lots of little works, so yeah, it's just taken up my time. And then when I do like think yes I've got time to film, I get pimples and I'm like, oh, I can't film if I have pimples, or I haven't cleaned my desk and I'm like, well, I can't film if my desk gets unclean. But you know what, I'm a person, you're a person, I'm sure you get pimples, I'm sure there are times that you don't have a clean makeup desk, so we're just gonna film. Let's just get past all the excuses and film and sit down and have a nice time. I have so much new makeup that I am busting to try, and I've actually been saving to try it with you. For primer today, I'm using nothing new because I have a new foundation and I don't want to like test out a new foundation with a new primer, because then you don't know, you know, if it's the foundation that you don't like, or it's just not reacting with like a new primer, or it's the primer that you don't like, you just don't know. I'm using my trusty Nimya primer, which is my absolute favorite. I pretty much wear this every day. It's like a primer slash moisturizer, so sometimes I find when I do two layers, like I've got moisturizer and primer, it feels like I've just got too much product on my skin and the foundation doesn't go on nice. My foundation goes on perfectly all the time with this. Hi, Sunny missed you too. He wanted to say hi, and he also loves the smell of this primer, so he just want to give me a sniff. Did you? Say hi, I missed you. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to put on today, which I've actually tried already without you, sorry, and I loved it, but one day is just not enough to get a good feeling for a product. But this is brand new at Sephora. It is available in Australia, and this is the Beauty Blender so this is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation, oil free. Let's see, the claims are 24-hour wear time. No one should be wearing their foundation for 24 hours, just by the way. Take your makeup off when you go to bed. Shiny, I'm looking at you. Full coverage, brightens and hydrates, which is just what I'm looking for. So the description is that it's a lightweight yet long wear full coverage foundation with a breathable satin matte finish that looks like your best skin. On a primed and moisturized skin, tick, done. Use a damp beauty blender to bounce foundation onto skin, layering as desired. So I have the color 1.5C light beige. For reference, I have a fair to light skin tone and I have a cool undertone, and I found that this was perfect. Sephora is actually really good. If you go on and go into a foundation that you're looking to try, they usually have like a find my shade. So if you've got like one or two foundations that suit you perfectly, pop it in and the algorithm will sort out your actual like color if you struggle like online. And that's actually how I found this one, because I was going to get a lighter one and then it told me to get this one, and it is correct. So the way I've been putting on foundation recently is to use a brush for initial application and then a sponge to just tap out any marks, like brush strokes that could have been left, just to make that skin looking perfectly smooth. Now, on a normal day, if I did have these gentlemen on my chins, I would use a concealer underneath my foundation. However, I have a new concealer to try out today, and I really want to see like how it performs without my normal routine. As I said, I have tried this once already and I really liked it. I wore it to work. It lasted all day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to squeeze just a bit out on a brush. It is very much like a moussey formula. You see how it's not running down my hand at all? So what I'm doing is just using stippling motions to put this all over my skin. Obviously, I'm not going to take the foundation right up under my eyes because I am going to use concealer afterwards. So once that's done, I've already dampened this beauty blender. This is actually from Juno & Co. It's their Velvet sponge and it's my absolute favorite. It just makes everything look flawless. You know what? I should have shown you a close-up of my skin before I put this on so you could see the difference. Haven't filmed in a while. Didn't think this through. Like, the claims are right. It described it as a satin matte finish, which I would completely agree with. Like, it's very hard to explain how a matte foundation, because it does mattify my skin, but it still has like a glow, like not yeah, like that satin finish. It's not like a glow, like a sparkle. It's like it still looks like my skin, like you can still see freshness, the realness of my skin underneath. That's probably a terrible explanation. Now, it does say it's full coverage. Look, I would say with the amount that I put on, which isn't much, that you could do like a medium coverage, but absolutely the other day I built it up and it was full coverage and beautiful. But today I'm just going to the vets. Sonny's just getting his yearly needle, so I don't want to look like glam. So end of the story is I really like this foundation, so very impressed. So if you are looking for a new foundation, if you're looking for a medium to full coverage, if you're looking for that satin natural finish that mattifies your skin, I would definitely recommend trying out this one. So Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation from Sephora. Next baby that I want to try that I haven't tried yet, so I'm going to try it with you for the first time, is I like that foundation so much that I bought the concealer, which is also new at Sephora. So this is the Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. This is long wear, weightless, full coverage, brightens and hydrates, so same as the foundation. It says get full coverage in one swipe, conceal and brighten with this weightless formula that easily blends into an airbrush finish. Directions: use the doe foot applicator to directly target concerns. Then buff out with a damp beauty blender, best applied on moisturized skin. And I got the shade 1.2C Light Fair, which I thought sounded perfect because, as I said, I'm fair to light with cool undertones. So this is the beautiful packaging. We've got the little pink see-through underneath. It is really stunning packaging. Like, I love the little pink bottom. We've got a little doe foot applicator. Again, it's very much like a moussey texture. I'm really excited. Are you ready? Okay. So I'm going to put just a little bit and a lot. So I've got these few areas of concerns. Now, I wouldn't usually use such a bright concealer on covering up pimples. However, I want to try this one out. So we're going to. I'm going to leave this till last because I want to leave it to kind of set a little bit so it gets a little bit thicker and hopefully a little bit more coverage. I'm going to start with here. So I don't put too much product, especially under your eyes. It's like a thin layer of skin and it creases easily. I'm in my 30s. I do not need any more creasing than I am getting. And normally I would use an eye primer, but I'm just going to put this, as I said, I'm not like going out for the whole day. I'm just like going out to the vets. So I don't mind how long my eyeshadow lasts. Alright, so I've just zoomed you in a bit. What do you think? I think it's definitely helped to brighten. I don't see like creasing. You see how you can kind of see a little bit of like, I don't feel like I have big bags or anything, but you know, there is a little I'm in my 30s. But this just looks really flawless. Don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now I've got both eyes done. I'm just going to go and blend this kiddo down here. I think it did a good job. Like, it took away all that redness. You can't really see it. Like, as I said, I've bought a brightening color. So what I might do is I might go over again with just a little bit of foundation to bring that back to a normal skin color. It does still look a little bit funny, but trust me, when I have all the rest of my other makeup on, it's not gonna look like I'm a ghost. Yeah, I would say that's full coverage, and I'd say that's a really nice finish. Yeah, a satin matte. I would say this is more matte than the foundation. I'm not one to like recommend a product to anybody to run out and buy on initial application. Like, you've got to see how it wears, and I don't want to like recommend something to you and then this afternoon I'm like, actually my eyes look like crap. So I will keep you updated on how the concealer wears. I'll wear it a few more times and I'll let you know what I think, but on initial application, absolutely beautiful. All right, so the next product, which I already opened without you, is, I'm really excited. I'm sure you all, like, if you're into makeup YouTube, that you know about Kelly Gooch, who lives in New York. She's divine. She's so beautiful. And she always recommends this. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blonzer. So it's a blush and a bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink, which is what I got because she's a fair gal too. This just came to Mecca in Australia. We haven't had access to this before, and it actually wasn't even on the shelves in my local. I was like, oh, I saw this come out online. Do you know when it's going to be available in store? Because it sold out online really quickly. And this beautiful lady went out the back and found it for me. So this is supposed to be a blush and a bronzer by the looks of it. It's just going to be a blush, but what I might do, I'm going to skip bronzer and I'm going to bring the blush like up into my temples a little bit. That color is gorgeous. It's like, it is a Kiss of Pink, but I see why they call it a like a blonzer, like a blush and a bronzer. I'm gonna like bring it just everywhere because it does have that like a bronzy undertone. Like, it's definitely pink, but it does have like a brown undertone. I don't need bronzer with this. What do you think? This is beautiful. Oh, now I understand why she goes on and on about this. It's a lovely natural pink, like a natural flush, natural bronze. We'll just, we'll keep going. That's beautiful. What do you think? Oh yeah, that's a win. That's a win. I don't need to wear this more than one day. I recommend this. This is beautiful. You would all know about this one. I'm so excited. Sephora had a sale recently. Me and my cousins put in like a joint order, and I got this in the sale. I got this before the sale. So I got this from Sephora. I know this is not a new product, and I know this is all over TikTok, which I'm becoming obsessed with. And what's that chicky's name? Is it Meredith, who does like the ridiculous amount of foundation and then she looks freaking flawless? She uses this all the time and she's so glowy and so pretty. And so I wanted to try it. What color should we dip into? They're all so pretty. Let's go pink. I've been using like the champagne-y one, but let's give the pink a go. So pretty. So pretty. Can you see the glow? Can you see the glow? Oh, I'm just, you know what, it's just going all over my cheeks. I'm just gonna be glowy. If anybody wants like a more in-depth review on any of these products, please let me know. I do have a very exciting review coming later in the week, so keep an eye out for that. This little Barry M single shadow I picked up from Priceline, and I was I was doing an order and it was like $4 and it looked like a beautiful shade. So this is in the shade Hush. And I just thought it was like a beautiful cool brown, like an everyday kind of wearable brown. And then the other thing that I picked up, which is new at Mecca, is their Zoom shadow sticks, which I have a couple and I already love it, but they brought out a matte version and this is in the shade Taupe, and this looked just absolutely divine, so I had to pick this up too. So I don't know which one I should use first. I think probably like the cream would be better underneath the powder. Hello, you're so close, nice to see you. I need to watch Kath and Kim. I'm in a mood. Firstly, I'm just gonna like, I hope this is gonna stay in focus. I'm just gonna draw it all over, and then I'm gonna take, it doesn't matter if it's a bit messy, we're gonna blend it out, but we're gonna be quick because it dries down really fast. This is like a really dense, small blending brush from Real Techniques. See how beautifully that blends out, and it's just a really perfect everyday shade. There's no need to be like precise in your initial application because once you blend it out, I just find putting a bit of color under my eye really brings the look together. Like some people, like my mama hates that look on her, but I suppose it just depends on your eye shape. She does have a different eye shape than I do. It's just brought like a little bit of life into the face. Really love these Mecca shadow sticks. I'll need to do a full face of Mecca for you because there's a ton of stuff I like from their brand, but this matte one in Taupe, highly recommended if you're looking for something like this, like an everyday brownie taupe. This Barry M single shadow, and I'll just concentrate on the outside of the eye, little circular motions, and then just bring a little bit in for, you know, coherency. It's just a lovely everyday look. Like it's just one color, but isn't it beautiful? Remember how I picked up the Barry M at Priceline because it was like $4? Well, there was a promo going where it was like spend $50 and get a free box of goodies. And like I went in to buy a few things and it came to like almost $50 and I was like, oh, I may as well spend another $4. I'm actually really happy with that little shadow. But anyway, I got this little box from the Kind collection. Have you guys, it's like it's new at Priceline, it's an Australian brand and I've now seen it in Big W. Has anybody tried anything from it and enjoys it? I had a look at their complexion stuff and they had a very limited shade range. Like even I couldn't find my shade because it was all a bit yellow and there were no like dark shades that I could find. But they've got a fair bit, like they started with these little like 3 for $10 mini things, like lips and stuff, but it came with 2 like tiny little brushes, which are over on that messy desk right now. It also came with a sugar lip scrub, a lip balm, and an eyeshadow palette. Now I already have many lip balms and a lip scrub open, so I've put those in my drawer to open like when I run out of those. You don't have too many things open, then they go off, you know. But this little eyeshadow palette looked really cute. Let me show you. It's just like everyday neutrals. What I am gonna do, I just want like, I don't know, a little bit of shimmer. And there's this like taupey khaki looking shimmer. See that one in the top middle, this one here? Yeah, it's calling my name. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and put this all over my lid. Ooh, that is patchy. It's a gorgeous color. Okay, well, all right, it's blending out a little bit now. I'm so into greens at the moment, like khakis on my eyes. Look, I don't think I was expecting much anyway, but quality is not fabulous. I'm just gonna kind of like blend these edges out a little bit. Yeah, like it's cute, a bit patchy, a bit hard to work with. Wouldn't run out and like buy something else from the brand after using that, but that was like one shadow in the thing, so I have to play with that a little bit more. The other thing for my eyes that I want to show you are these from the Quick Flick. It's like a cheat sheet for your eyeliner. So basically it's like a little triangle stamp that you put on, and so like it creates the wing for you and you don't have to worry. Just give it a go. So you just like stamp it on. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, So there's a left and a right one. Scared about getting them even. Well, I did a pretty good job. They're pretty even. Okay. So yeah, that was, so one end is a little triangle stamp, and then the other end is just like a little pen where we can do the rest of our liner. No. One moment. I'm gonna go all the way in. Let's go to here, and then I'll connect the dots from where that triangle finished. I have like a really wobbly hand, so but that was quite easy. Yeah, I quite like it. That was like super easy with that stamp. So yeah, that's a win, guys. Quick flick. And I'm going to show you a new mascara that I've been loving. And the only reason I picked this up, because if you've watched my channel before, you know I talk about all the time that I've got my favorite mascaras and I'll never buy a new mascara. And guess what? I bought a new mascara. Because there's this chickie on TikTok. L'Oreal Paris Telescope Mascara. I love it. Here I was not trying any more mascaras, and there was a beautiful mascara at the drugstore. So I got this from Priceline. Now L'Oreal is a pretty expensive brand at Priceline. However, I got this on sale. I don't think this is for you if you like natural lashes. Like, this really predominantly gives them like a little length. Can you see the difference? This is the eye that I've got it on, and I haven't done anything on this eye yet. It kind of reminds me of like if you put like individual falsies on. Okay, and lastly is lippies. All right, a couple of lippies I've been loving. Again, kind of new products to my collection. The first is the Rare Beauty lip liners. They stay like all day, like through food and everything. So this one I'm using at the moment is Worthy, and I've also got the shade Humble, and I've had that one at work with me all week. That's beautiful. So I haven't put anything in the middle because what I'm going to put in there is this new product, which I've been loving, which is the Benetint. This is not a new product to the market, but I don't know why it's not hyped up enough. But apparently everybody knows about it. The lightest way, it's like water. It's like a tinted water. And you put it on and it just sinks into your lips. You can use it for blush as well, and it just blends out beautifully. So it goes on like water. Looks really intense. What I'm doing with my fingers is basically just like blending it into the lip liner, so there's not like a line. And it just sinks in and like brings out that natural pink color of your lips. It's so lightweight. It's like you're wearing nothing on your lips. Am I done? I feel like a gloss. I feel like a glossy lip. So I've got this just sitting in front of me. This is not new. This is the Fenty Beauty gloss in Fussy. I just feel like something a bit glittery and sparkly and glossy. Yeah, better. Today was pretty much a win. The Kind collection, yeah, I don't know about that one. All in all, I really like the way that my makeup turned out. I really like that quick flick liner. In love with this foundation still. And that Bare Minerals Blonzer is just stunning. Those were my three absolute highlights from today, but I will keep testing out like the Beauty Blender concealer. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I hope if you were feeling a bit down that, I don't know, you smiled a little bit or you enjoyed the video, and I really hope things get better for you. Please, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And lovely, I've just like really enjoyed hanging out with you today. I'll see you very soon for a very exciting in-depth review. Bye!